Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
This is still coming up. There we go. Now I'm on. Good morning. I'm Rose, and this is my husband, Bill.
That's me.
That's him. That's
That's
him.
you.
And as we are here this morning to do a special presentation to Jim Miller, and to get us now in this patriotic mood, I've handed out some little sheets, and on the back you will see Yankee Doodle. Well, Bill said that he was a little concerned that George M. Cohen really didn't complete the song, and there needed to be other verses. And so you will notice the first verse, which is the normal Yankee Doodle, which we're going to have the gentleman in the crowd sing along with Bill. And on the second verse, it's the ladies' verse. We women will sing the second verse, and then we'll all sing the third verse together. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready for this? Oh, I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy,
a Yankee Doodle do or die. The red,
Oh, oh. Try this again.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's hard to wake up some mornings.
I'm so glad this has people other than me.
Oh, I'm a
Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die.
the real life
That you of my Uncle Sam, all on 4th of July.
I've got
A
a
Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's my Yankee Doodle joy.
Yankee Doodle went to town
Riding on a pony, I'm that Yankee Doodle
Okay,
boy.
ladies. I'm a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, daughter of Miss Liberty. I love my country and I'll always stand up for the right to be free. My heart beats proudly, you can hear it when Old Glory is unfurled. Call me silly, patriotic, anytime you want to. I am a Yankee Doodle girl. Everyone.
We're a Yankee Doodle family, Yankee Doodle through and through. We're every color and we're filled with dreams, all wrapped up in red, white, and blue. Remembering those who bought our freedom and those who fight and die today. We stand together and we pray God will always guide us. We're Yankee Doodle all the way.
Yes, we are.
We're Yankee Doodle all the way.
Yes, we are.
We're Yankee Doodle all the way.
Very good.
Now that we have everybody feeling patriotic
And alive.
and alive,
Yeah.
yes, woke. I wish that Roger and Steve could be here because we wanted to present all three of you veterans with Quilts of Valor. It's not staying in June, is it?
Well, it's cold in here.
It's cold, yeah.
So it's going on.
I noticed it was a little off. We like to give our quilt recipients a little history about why we're doing this and what we are. And in 2003, a mother back in Delaware whose son was in Iraq had a dream. And in this dream, she saw a troop hunkered down on the side of his bunk in despair. And like a movie set changed, she saw him being wrapped in a quilt, and his whole demeanor changed. And he was comforted. And so she said, okay, quilts equal comfort, healing. So she and some of her friends decided that they would make quilts for the troops returning from Afghanistan and Iraq. And the very first Quilt of Valor was awarded in November of 2003 at Walter Reed. Since then, people all over the country heard about the process and this happening, and they said, we'd like to join in. We'd like to make these not only for the current conflict recipients, but for those veterans who have been exposed to war or touched by war from all conflicts. And so the groups organized and became a national organization. And to date, over 11,000 volunteers all over the country have awarded over 362,000 Quilts of Valor.
Wow.
And we are a tiny little group in Sun City in Menifee, and we have made hundreds in the last 15 years that we've been involved. We'd like to give you the meaning of a Quilt of Valor. A Quilt of Valor is made up of 3 layers. Each layer has its own special meaning. The top, with its many colors, shapes, and fabrics, represents the communities and the many individuals that we are. The batting, the filler, is the center of the quilt, its warmth. It represents our hope that this quilt will bring warmth, comfort, peace, and healing to the individual who receives it. The backing is the strength that supports the other layers. It represents the strength of the recipient, the support of his or her family, our communities, and our nation. Each stitch that holds the layers together represents love, gratitude, and sometimes the tears of the maker. And now today, to give a song as a memorial tribute to from a retired veteran who spent 20 years in the service. He likes to remember those who did not come home.
I want to say if you're a veteran, be very proud. If you know a veteran, be proud of them and very respectful. Because without veterans, we wouldn't be here right now. Not in the condition we're in. When your soul cries out in the long night and you doubt what's meant to be, and you take other arms to console you, oh my darling, please remember me. As the children grow and thoughts of me start to fade from memory, speak my name in prayer and in story, so they always will remember me. Remember me, the fallen soldier who has died for your right to be free. And I would die yet again for my cause. and the old men salute. Parades passing, while the children run laughing with glee. Some men will speak of war's glory. Oh, my friends, then please remember me. Remember me, fallen soldier. Don't be bound to repeat the story. Carve my name in stone and in plastic, so you always will remember me.
On December 7th, 1941, the day of the Pearl Harbor attack, Eleanor Roosevelt placed a poem in her wallet that she said she would carry until the end of that war. However, upon her death, many years later, that poem, prayer, was still in her wallet. And it read, "Dear Lord, lest I continue my complacent way, help me to remember that somewhere, somehow out there, a man died for me today. As long as there be war, I must answer, am I worth dying for?" For we quilters, this is something we think about when we make these quilts of valor. You veterans are willing to put your lives on the line for us. You're willing to die, if necessary, for our country. And we're grateful to you for your service. And I would like for Jim Miller to please come up front. Okay. Jim, the Quilts of Valor Foundation wishes to recognize you for your service to our nation. We consider it a privilege to honor you, though we may never know the extent of your sacrifice and service to protect and defend the United States of America. As an expression of gratitude, we award you this quilt. So that's your certificate. And now, it's okay if it gets on the floor. Okay. I'd like for you to see it. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. And you can turn it so everyone can see.
Beautiful.
Now,
That's a gorgeous quilt.
and as is our custom, if you'll stand over here a little.
Sure.
We wrap you in your quilt and you get a hug.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir,
Thank
for
you.
your service.
And thank you, Bill. Thank you, Patrick, for your service. Thank you.